Hello, this is Anthony Contento, the founder of Connected Home Systems. We're located in Woodbury, Connecticut. I wanted to introduce you this evening to your new roommate, what we call the Room8 system. It's a roommate system because we think it's a valuable thing for any vulnerable home dweller or anybody that has fears or concerns about performing certain tasks to live with somebody. And when you don't, there's no one there to know that something's gone wrong when you've begun a risky activity such as going to get the mail, bathing, perhaps going out to walk a pet, using the stairs, or even when somebody knocks on your door unexpectedly. And that's the way this particular roommate is set up now. The keys are interchangeable, so you can pick what you're concerned about, and we can go ahead and configure it your way. The button on the upper left is just a big Q, and that stands for, that's our logo for QLife Empower, which, by the way, is a quality of life a support or enhancement system. So everything that we do here is concerned with keeping a resident safer and independent, living with dignity for longer than they've been able to in the past, because they've got some really cool electronics that are going to allow them to live with peace of mind, and also to give their care team peace of mind when nobody can be around. So I'm going to pause for a moment and back off, and then I'm going to get in front of the camera and demonstrate this to you. But before I do that, I just want to show you the pieces of the system here. So the Room8 system is the keypad, the 6-button white keypad there with the labels. Just behind it is a small multimedia speaker system. Basically consists of 2 speakers and a subwoofer for some decent sound, and we can swap those out for something to your liking, or something a bit more robust. And that little guy there, that's a controller that is basically the brains of the outfit. That is it for the Room8 system, other than, of course, all of the good stuff we've done behind the scenes to make it functional. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get down to business now as I show you the way the Room8 system functions. So if I'm the resident and I'm about to, say, go and get the mail, I just come on over to my Room8 system, and as I showed you earlier, there's a button on here with a mailbox icon. What I didn't really bring out to you was that each of the buttons has an LED, and currently they're all green. So when I press the button, it's not only going to turn red, but I'm going to get an announcement that tells me what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and press the mail button now. Okay, it just turned red. Hello, roommate. Thanks for letting me know you're headed out for the mail. Please be very careful. Okay, so now a timer has started, and essentially each resident is going to have a given amount of time to get the mail and get back inside safely. And when they do, they're going to need to remember to check in and press the button again like so, informing the system that they're okay. It's going to turn green. Hello, roommate. Glad you've made it back safely. Okay, seems to make sense, right? But what you didn't see was in the background, some emails were sent out to our system just informing us that the resident had gone for the mail and at such and such a time. And then, of course, when they return, we also send an email. And these emails go nowhere. They don't go to any humans. They're just logged by the system. And I think this is important because we've been here over 2 years, by the way, and in that time, we've interviewed lots and lots of people and tried lots of iterations of our products. And I'd love for you to take a look. Also on the website is a catalog of virtually hundreds of different add-ons that you can do to the Room8 system here. But what we found out was that people not only wanted to be independent, but they were extremely private. So what that meant was, and my own dad's 86 years old, he says, I don't need you knowing every time I go to get the mail, or every time I'm going to cook, or every time I'm going to take a shower. So I devised a way such that we would only be notified if that was not, the activity wasn't successfully completed, because that's really what we want to know here, right? If you go to get the mail 8,347 times and it goes perfectly well, that's fantastic, right? But on that 8,000, I think it was 348th time, things don't go well, you absolutely need for someone to know that something's gone wrong. And that's what we do here. So I'm going to go ahead and press the button again, and we'll get our announcement again. It's going to turn red. We're going to send emails. We get the announcement.
Hello, roommate. Thanks for letting me know you're headed out for the mail. Please be very careful.
And I've got the timer currently set for only 45 seconds for demonstrative purposes. So at the end of that 45 seconds, we're going to get a couple of things again are going to happen, right? We're going to get emails sent. But now the email is in the form of an alert. And what that alert is going to do, depending on the resident and what they want to happen, is it's just like a home alarm. That event is going to go to friends, family, neighbors, cell phones, text messages, whatever it is.
Hello, roommate. You were due to check in with me to let me know you were safely back from getting the mail. You haven't, and I'm concerned, so I've notified the people on your list. If something is wrong, help should be on the way. If you've simply forgotten to check in, please do so now by pressing the mail button again to cancel the distress call.
And that announcement is just going to continue over and over again.
Hello, roommate. You were due to check in with me to let me know you were safely back from getting the mail.
That's going to cancel
You haven't.
the distress call, and we'll get
Hello, roommate.
one final
Glad
announcement.
you've made it back safely.
Okay, so what just went on, again, behind the scenes was that alert email went out. People began to get concerned, and perhaps were on their way already, or perhaps there's a neighbor that was going to walk on over. But what we just did now was we just sent another email out saying everything's A-okay. And perhaps, it happens. And I think on the way to get the mail, perhaps got distracted by something outside and did come in time. So that is your new roommate. And very, very similar things will take place for cooking, for example. If anybody's left the stove on a couple of times, they have to be honest with themselves and say, this is a potential real hazard if I were to leave that stove on and leave the home, or leave a pot on top of it, or what have you. So we've got reminders for shutting the stove off. If using stairs is your concern, again, if somebody's knocking on the door and you're not expecting anyone, just press the button. And if in several minutes after that event has taken place you don't check in, there'll be a silent alarm sent that maybe something's gone wrong, and that perhaps you're in some trouble. So I'm going to keep this brief. There's going to be plenty more to come. I do encourage you to look around the website, give us a call. It's new. It's incredibly interesting. It's not hard to understand, but I would love a chance to describe it to you or show it to you in person. Again, I'm Anthony Contento. I'm very, very proud that you've come and taken a look at our roommate system today, and welcome you by appointment to come to our showroom in Woodbury, Connecticut. That's where I am now. We have a complete suite set up in here for a resident, and we can show you hundreds of different ways in which our quality of life enhancement and support system known as QLife Empower can help your senior or yourself live more independently with greater peace of mind than ever before. Thank you.